5 straight years. And then, thud. What had been rumored for weeks became a reality in about a span of 23 hours and 58 minutes. Shaq traded to the Heat. Kobe re-ups with the Lakers. Colleen Dominguez had a long chat with Big Fella. Jim Gray, a rap session with Kobe. Drama. Thick drama, holding nothing back in our Sunday conversation.
Kobe, what was the deciding factor in your decision to return to the Lakers?
You know, ultimately, I just wanted to be a Laker. You know, I've been a Laker fan forever. Had nothing to do with the name on the jersey on the back. But it's the name on the front that really mattered to me. And in my heart, I just wanted to be a Laker. I felt like this was the right thing to do.
What does it feel like not to be a Laker anymore?
What does it feel like? I said at the end of the year that I wanted to be on a team. It's a team. Doesn't matter whose team it was, I just wanted to be on a team. And I wanted things to go right. I wanted things to go like they were supposed to go. And if things were not going to go like that, then I wanted to be traded. Usually when something happens, like the firing of a coach, I would know about it. But I wake up and I turn on ESPN like I always do. Da-na-na, da-na-na, Phil Jackson fired as Laker coach. I'm like, no, that ain't true. So then when I called out in the office, they said, yeah, it's true.
Nobody told you that Phil Jackson
Nobody told me that Phil Jackson was going to be fired. When they got rid of Phil, I was very upset, and I knew that they were going to start making changes. Like I said, changes that I didn't want to be a part of.
Kobe, Phil Jackson has left the organization, and Shaquille O'Neal. It's a wide-ranging perception in the public that you were at the controls. How much did you have to do with both of their departures?
Oh, zero. Nothing. But, you know, people's perception, they always want to run with the biggest story. You know, they say, oh, well, him and Shaq didn't get along, so, you know, Shaq's leaving. He's not happy there, so Kobe must have ran him out. Or Phil. It's not true.
Have you talked to Phil Jackson?
Of course I have. Of course I have. I love that guy to death. And yes, we've had arguments, and yes, we have quarrels, but I love that guy to death. Phil Jackson took us to 4 finals out of 5 years. In the next 5 years, if a coach takes a team to the finals, 4 out of 5 years, I'll kiss his feet on Fear Factor with cheese on it. I will. It'll never be done again.
If you were the GM, would you have kept Shaquille O'Neal and tried to work this thing out?
Well, I would have. I think everybody would have, would probably say the same thing. But I don't know, what the intricacies were of the deal. Shaq had to do what was best for he and his family. He said so after the last game we played, saying, this is a business and he's going to have to make the best decision for he and his family. And that's what he did.
What is your opinion of Kobe Bryant as a player?
I think he's a great player. I think if he did the little things, he'd be the greatest player to ever play the game. But he's a great player.
What are the little things?
Make everybody else better. He'll be the greatest player ever. Better than Mike, better than Shaq, better than Duncan. Be the greatest player ever. He's a great player. I've said that many times.
What do you think of Kobe Bryant as a person?
Doesn't matter what I think about him as a person. When I was out there on the court doing my job, I played team ball. So it doesn't matter what I thought about him off the court. Because see, what people don't understand is I don't have time to think about people off the court. I got 5 kids. I'm working on my master's. I gotta go home and do law papers and study statistics and all that stuff. I don't have time to think about him doing this, him doing that. Don't have time for that.
Could it have been worked out between the two of you? Could you guys have coexisted?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We have. We've had our spats, we've had our share of arguments on the floor. For various reasons. He, used to get mad at me for not playing team basketball. I used to get mad at me because he wasn't in tip-top shape. But, we put our differences aside and went out there and played. And we won, and we played great in doing that. So we could have coexisted. We have coexisted.
When was the last time you talked to Kobe?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't know.
If Kobe Bryant called you on your cell phone right now, what would you say to him?
I don't have a cell phone. Because people that I'm connected with them. All you gotta do is think, and I'll call you. I don't have a cell phone. And that's a problem with the diesel. I'm technologically more advanced than you are. My thought process begins where the regular human apex is at.
Can you win, Kobe, with the group that's been assembled, particularly the parts that have come over for Shaquille?
I don't know. I do know it's going to be an uphill battle. I mean, we're in the Western Conference. You know, we have some great teams. Teams have gotten better. And great teams from last year have gotten better. So this is a huge challenge.
What advice would you give Kobe's new teammates about him?
I don't have to give him advice. Everything speaks for itself. I don't have to say nada. I don't have to say nothing.
Are you relieved? Was this a fun process or was this stressful?
You know, it was a bit of both. You know, the reason why it was stressful is because everything broke out about the trade, Phil's firing, and people blaming me for it. I mean, that made it stressful. You know, but ultimately, you know, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be playing for the Lakers, and this is a happy day. I'm excited about it, but at the same time, you know, it's a sad day because my partner in crime is not here anymore.
If Kobe and Shaq have gotten a divorce, what caused the divorce?
This is, I don't know. I wish everybody well. Hey, I'm not, you know, a lot of people probably thought I was going to be doing this interview, taking shots. No, it's time for that, but not now. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's a new beginning for me.
Do you ever look at Kobe and kind of say, be careful what you wish for?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. Doesn't matter what I think. But, you know, some people do certain things to get that power.
Be careful what you wish for.
You said it. Didn't come out of my mouth.
Oh, boy. Give him an Oscar, an Emmy. I'm telling you, that's awesome.
From the 96-97 season, both Shaq and Kobe's first in L.A. Until last season, no NBA team won more playoff games, or scored more points than the La La Lakers. Now Kobe goes it alone in La La, Shaq in South Beach.
Part of the problems, Kobe, at least as far as your relationship with Shaquille O'Neal, go back to your court case where it was revealed that you had suggested, and I don't have the quote exactly, that Shaquille O'Neal maybe has paid off women in the past. When's the last time you talked to Shaq, and did you ever apologize for those statements?
You know, I haven't had the opportunity to talk to him directly. But if I do get that opportunity, I definitely.
Why not, Kobe? It's been months. Why not?
Man, I can try to track him down, but I don't have his number or anything like that. Man, I was able to get a message to him, you know, through a mutual friend. But you know, December 25th sounds like a good day to me to kind of talk to him and tell him I never meant any kind of way to bring, you know, this, you know, anything of his personal business out to the light like that.
Kobe, are you fearful that Shaq will not want to talk to you?
No, I'm not fearful of it. I mean, I can only do what I feel is right. You know what I mean? Now, I feel it's right to go up and apologize to the man for bringing him into my situation. You know, I never intended for that to happen, and you know, things were way overblown and misstated.
Why did you bring up his name, though, Kobe? Why even go there?
You know, I can't really get into the details of it. All I can say is things where, you know, they kind of took something and ran with it and took it someplace completely, you know, different than what it actually was.
Well, let me ask you this question. One of the things that Shaq would say, and I know him pretty well, is that Shaq would say he's not hard to find. If you really, really wanted to find him over the last 6 months or so, it should have been relatively easy to find him. How do you respond to that?
Well, I respond to that is, you know, you probably got his number. I get it from you, and I call him today.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple, man.
Over.
You know, I don't have time. You know, I've been through too much. My family and I, we've been through too much to sit up here and BS and say, oh, I'm calling him, but I really don't mean it and all that stuff. We've been through too much for all that. And, you know, I sincerely mean that. I will pick up the phone and call him. If he takes the call, great. If he doesn't, you know what I mean? Just, you know, just know I'm sorry for all of that.